Well, Test cricket has served up some memorable battles in recent years, but do you feel the quality has gone down recently?
I don't think so, no. I think entertainment value has risen because the game's getting played a lot quicker, there are a lot more results. So no, it's still the most important, there's no doubt. You still want to be judged as a cricketer on Test cricket, and it's important that it stays that way, that Test cricket is the number one, and going forward I certainly hope it stays that way.
Do you feel enough's being done to protect Test cricket?
I don't think it's, the game doesn't need to change too much from playing Test cricket. That's what, like I said, that's where you want to get judged. So I think everybody is trying to push for Test cricket, and that Test cricket is number one, and I think it still is by a long way, and rightly so. The important thing for me is having big series like there have been over the last while. Some really closely fought Test matches, Ashes series, our series against England, against Australia, some really exciting cricket needs to be played. I think it's getting a balance between bat and ball, not playing on flat wickets. Nobody wants to see 800 play 700. You want to see exciting contests, and that for me is the key going forward, is to make sure that the wickets we play on are conducive to good cricket and a chance of getting some good results.
There's very little to choose, isn't there, between the top few teams? Do you feel South Africa can get to number one, and if so, and as you say, stay there? Yeah,
there's no doubt. We've got obviously a big series against England coming up in a few months that'll hopefully give us the opportunity to beat England and go to number one. It's obviously a tough place to go to and win. We went there last time and did it, so exciting. Sort of a couple of months ahead of us, some hard work ahead, but the guys are really excited to have an opportunity to go and win that series and go to number one.
Do you feel T20 cricket is the future?
It's been fantastic. To open the game up to new audiences. Families have come to T20s. People that didn't understand or follow the game now are following the game. So it's been great in getting a new crowd to the game of cricket, and the players enjoy playing it. The crowds love coming. And hopefully they'll enjoy it so much that they'll start to learn a little bit more about the game and start enjoying the 5-day, the Test cricket, and understand a little bit more about the game. But it's been a great revelation for the game of cricket.
Do you feel that one-day cricket is perhaps the one format that will in time be phased out?
It probably is under the most pressure at the moment. They have made 1 or 2 rule changes in that to try and make it exciting. But at the end of the day, at the moment, still the one World Cup that people want to win is the 50-over World Cup, which shows that 50-over cricket is still important. Crowds talk about winning a 50-over World Cup. I still think there is definitely a place for 50-over cricket.
Well, there's been plenty of controversy around the use of DRS. What's your take on it?
It's been good. Look, there are a lot more decisions that are made that are correct these days. Not taking anything away from the umpires. It's a tough job, and they do get 1 or 2 wrong every now and again, as we do as cricketers. You make a mistake and you're out, or you get hit for 4 and that. So it's there to take away the shocker. So a lot more correct decisions are getting made, even though I think there's a lot of people that still think it isn't quite 100% accurate. They say it's not 100% accurate, but I still think a lot more decisions are being made correct, which is a plus for the game at the end of the day.
What changes to the game or developments do you feel have changed the game for the better?
I think the pace the game's been played at. The games have moved forward a lot quicker. Test cricket, there are a lot more results these days because guys are playing the game a lot quicker from a batting point of view, and bowlers are trying to pick up wickets, not just hold. I think it's just given the crowds the opportunity to enjoy a lot more exciting game.
Where do you see the game of cricket heading in the future?
Who knows? T20 has been so good for the game. Hopefully that does stick around, and Test cricket must always be number one, and it must always be promoted as number one. So the game, I think, at the moment is in a healthy state. Hopefully it stays that way and it carries on growing.
Now, there is one thought that if cricket, say T20 cricket, became an Olympic sport, that too would bring wider exposure to new markets. Is that something you'd like to see?
It's certainly a possibility. I was fortunate enough, a good few years back that we got given the opportunity to compete for Commonwealth gold, and we're fortunate enough to actually win that. Moving forward, there's no reason why they can't think of getting maybe T20 cricket in as a opportunity for the guys to compete in the Olympics and experience that whole Olympic vibe and try and win a gold medal for your country.